Ciao, everyone. This is Esther
Alfred here.
of You, Me, and Sicily. Welcome to our channel, or if you're coming back, welcome back to You, Me, and Sicily. We're going to take you to a few more treasures around the island, including Tindari, Polizzi, Generosa, Petralia, Soprana, Sotana. But what else? What else are we talking about, Al?
First of all, Esther,
Yes, Alfred.
I have to wish you a very happy day after Valentine's Day.
Except that this is airing 2 days after.
I want you to know, Esther, that I want you to know a very happy 2 days after Valentine's Day. And I hope you really enjoyed the beautiful presents I got for you.
Oh,
Did you? Were
the
they-
plethora of presents.
Plethora of presents. I literally showered her with presents.
All right, what are you having? Tell the people what
I'll
you're
tell
having.
you what, this morning started off, not with Esther, because it always starts off good with Esther, but we had a pretty emotional thing happen to us this morning, which at the end of the show we're going to talk about. So I'm having a drink. I said, the hell with it. I usually don't have a drink in the afternoon. So I made myself a good drink right here, which has, featuring the blood orange that is so good. It's just unbelievable.
Juice that I squeeze.
She squeezes it
from
every day
scratch.
for me. A little bit of vodka. It's a little bit. And what else? Some tonic water. So it's a special drink I made,
Yeah.
and it's in a beer glass because
'Cause you're a classy guy.
I need it, and that's the end of it. So
All
I'm
right,
having a
so
drink,
where should
I'm in
we
a good
start
mood.
out? Let's start out in Polizzi, Generosa. You know, that was a town we accidentally found because there were some landslides a few years ago on the main road from Catania to Palermo, and we had to go up the mountain to Polizzi, Generosa and down the hill. But that little town, it's a very quaint, very ancient, of course. There are beautiful churches, old castles there, great places to walk around. And how about the war from there?
I have a different perspective of that because I was always the guy that drove. In those days, to get from Messina or Catania to Palermo, they had a huge slide of mud that ruined a bridge. About 20 miles it got basically destroyed, and you had to make a detour. Now to get to Polizzi Generosa is not like 1 foot up you make a turn off the exit and you come down. We had to go 20 miles up the hill through winding roads, literally S's like this, burp, 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 and then 20 miles down going the same thing.
Well,
Burp,
that's
burp,
from
burp, burp, burp.
Catania. You can get to it from the Palermo side as well,
the
which
same
is
thing.
much easier.
But the thing that was tough, and believe me, it was scary, was when you had the tractor trailers going on that same road at
Yeah,
the same time,
not fun.
coming the opposite way. And like every one, I would have to almost push my mirror in and just hope that, but once you get on top, and I always used to say to
The
her,
views
the place
are
is a
beautiful.
great little place. I love that little place.
You know, Domenico Dolce from Dolce Gabbana is from there. Oh, we also have our friend Philip, who's bringing his entire family of 11 people. Their family came from Polizzi, Generosa.
Are we going to do a side trip there, Bunny? Are we going to do
We're
a
going to
side
do a side trip
So
there.
we're going to go there. But I'll tell you what I like. Okay?
Oh, Martin Scorsese is from there
Scorsese,
too. His family.
Yeah.
So that's a cute little town that we accidentally found, but definitely worth making the trip.
Right in the center of town. Okay, and believe me, the center of town, if you blink,
Small.
you go right by it. I mean, it's really small. But in the center of town, there's a bar. You stop and you have something to drink. I used to always love to go to that bar. You remember that bar, Bunny?
Yeah.
They had the most unusual pizza that I've ever had. It's some type
I
of
can't remember. What did you have?
I had pizza. It was great pizza, and it didn't look like Catanese pizza, and it didn't look like Palermo pizza. It kind of looked like mountain pizza. So the first time I got it, I was like, I don't know, but guess what? It was delicious.
good.
So every time I went back there, I got that.
There's so many little towns in the Madonia Park, but Polizzi Generosa is a really cute one. Also, Petralia, Soprana, and
Yeah.
Sotana. That was also a great place. Our friend Elaine, whose last
Elaine?
name is Petralia is from there, and we went up there to do a little shout out for
Well,
her.
in English, they anglicize it and they say Petralia. Okay, so it's Elaine Petralia.
But here it's
Graham, her
Petralia.
married.
Enjoyed this little snippet from Petralia Soprana. And this is the mother church. Services are going on inside right now. I don't know if you can hear it for a few seconds. It's Sunday. And this is the mother church dedicated to Peter and Paul, celebrated here in June. There's Petralia Soprano and Sotano, about 3 kilometers away, which is about a mile and a half. But I just wanted to show you this quaint, cute little town among the mountains. The view here is just spectacular. We're literally up on top of the mountain. Let me bring you down here. Elaine Petralia Graham, who comes from this area. Her grandparents came here. Look at that. Can you see that church out in the distance? One church after another in this area.
You know, Esther, I like the Soprana section of this beautiful little town because it's historic, okay? And on both sides of it going up to the historical section, the most unbelievable vistas I've seen because it's a higher elevation.
We're on our way to Petralia Soprana, which is straight ahead. Can you see that? Just incredible. Here, let me zoom in for you. We just were at Petralia Sotana, separated into 2 parts, but both of them are just beautiful. And I wanted to give you a little bit of a perspective shot from here. And there's the sign. Benvenuti, Petralia Soprana. There's Alfred. Ciao. You know, one of the things that I like in these little towns, the Madonia little towns, they're so quaint, they're so small, and at every turn there's something to see. There's beautiful balconies and courtyards in Petralia, so it's one of those towns that you should, if you're in the area, put it on your list.
There's only about 3,600 people who live in this little town. Now, you got to say a lot. It's like, not too much. But there's a lot of little boroughs. There's at least 10 different little sections of the town that you could spend a half a day just kind of perusing through. Park your car, and there's a lot of areas to walk. So that's one over here is one of our gems that we suggest you go see.
In the province of Palermo. All right, let's move over to the province of Messina and Tindari, which is one of our... Another one of our treasures. You know, this notion of Black Madonna, because Tindari is known for the Black Madonna. There are Black Madonnas actually all over Sicily and also all over Europe. But the story of the Tindari Black Madonna is, like everything here in Sicily, myths and legends. So why not another myth and legend? But the interesting thing about this Black Madonna...
That was so nice the way you just did that.
The Black Madonna, she's made out of cedar wood coming from Turkey. She was made about 800 AD. The legend goes that the Black Madonna of Tindari came during the Byzantine times by pirates, or who knows who was on a ship heading to Sicily, and they brought, besides the statue of the Black Madonna, some other things, and there was a wild storm, and they ended up over at the bay, and Sicilians ended up finding the Black Madonna. They built a church, and now there are pilgrimages to go see this very exquisite Black Madonna.
First of all, to get there, okay?
Oh, good one.
It's not too hard to get there off of the highway. You just follow the indications. But the thing is this, is you have to park about a mile away, and you have to wait for the bus to take you up to Tindari. Okay, so there's a little bit of walking involved, I would say.
Well, first you go up very, curvy hills.
Yeah.
Then you park the car and get on another bus that takes you all the way up there.
What do you mean another bus? That's 2 buses?
Well, if you take a bus there.
Or if you take a car?
If you take a car, you still have to park right there and take the bus
I was
up.
talking about a car. When you go there from the car, okay, you'd have to park in a public lot. It costs you €1 to take a shuttle bus up. That's what I know. Now, here's the hit. Forget the statue. I mean, you want to see the statue?
No,
okay, it's
you
beautiful,
have to
holy,
see
blah,
the...
blah, blah. You have to go to the
and
gift
the church
shop.
is beautiful.
You have to go to the gift shops and see the nuns. The nuns there, they have like accounting hats on. They have their sleeves rolled up with the elastic band. And
No.
they will sell you, they could sell water to a drowning guy.
Well,
I'm telling you right
it is
now.
a touristy area, and there's a
Holy
lot
smokes.
of people selling all types of street foods and nuts and what else? Cookies
the hazelnuts.
and cakes. Oh, the hazelnuts.
The
Remember
hazelnuts
Jimmy
are
brought
great.
us
They're
hazelnuts
great. Yeah.
with chocolate on it.
The hazelnuts are great. And right before you get to go see the Madonna, there's a beautiful restaurant there. And I'm telling you, it's not expensive. It's a great take. And if you like things like dried fruit, OMG. So they have a lot of good stuff there. Not to mention, not too far away, is the ruins of a Roman type of, I don't know what it would be called, a little mini.
Ruins.
A ruin. It's a ruin of a Roman little thing. A Roman ruin is what it is, okay? But Tindari is a good place to go and buy a little souvenir. I never recommend that you buy a souvenir.
Oh, where's our souvenir?
But
Let
we
me
have
get our
little
souvenir.
souvenirs. We buy little souvenirs from that place. They have big ones too of the Madonna. You could spend hundreds of dollars, but you could spend $10 and you put it on your mantle. And I'm telling you right now, it's just a
Jimmy
great.
got us this one.
Jimmy got us as Jimmy.
There it is.
Who's Jimmy?
Jimmy Ingram got us this. You know, on the statue itself, in Latin, it's written, "I am black but beautiful." Isn't that cool? So that's
That's
Tindari.
a hit, okay? And if I was you, okay, if you're coming from Milazzo, go to Milazzo first, because Esther loves Milazzo, and see that castle, and then just drive to Tindari. It's like a 30-minute drive. It's a
So
good take.
Milazzo has a beautiful port, and that's, of course, where you take the ferry to the Aeolian Islands. And then you go up to the castle, which is one of the biggest castles that I've seen, for sure. Milazzo is a cool one.
Let me ask you this question, Bunsen. Do we have any B-roll we can put on here to show them about the castle?
Yeah, take a look.
From Milazzo in the province of Messina, we're at the top of a hill overlooking the bay. This was the site of many bloody battles throughout history. Milazzo is strategically located in a very important spot. And over here, we are looking at the Church of San Stefano. The cathedral was built in the 1600s. And up top there is the castle of Milazzo. It was began by the Arabs in the 10th century, and throughout history it was built upon many, many times over. This area, believe it or not, was first fortified 4,000 before Christ. Just an incredibly beautiful city, and straight ahead is Calabria, 25 miles away. Cool, huh?
You know,
All
that
right, a few more
whole strip over there from Milazzo to Tindari, then you can stop in at Brollo, which is a beautiful seaside town. Keep going, and you have Santo Stefano de Camastra, which is a ceramic capital. We did an entire episode, of course. But stopping in these little towns, there's also Patti, Falcone, lots of little towns that you can just stop in, have a coffee, taste the local foods, right?
Well, first of all, getting back to Brollo. Every time I go by Brollo, I think of our pal Joe Montecolono,
Montecolono.
one of our sponsors, he sponsored our Sicilian project classes for years in Brollo, but he's also half from Castellamare
Castellamare del Golfo,
del Golfo.
which we've talked about many times.
Let me tell you one thing about Brollo that I love. Is they have white sand beaches with no pebbles, and they have nice lidos, and they have a nice little area there. You can go to the beach for the few hours, you can change up, and then they have 6 or 7 excellent restaurants that you can make a great day in Brollo. I love Brollo. We're gonna do a little show and tell now. I love
No,
show
you
and
you
tell.
were talking about the blood oranges. Here's a liquor you don't see very often.
What is
Look,
it?
It even matches my. Wow, the colors look great today. Manderinetto de Sicilia. It's a typical Sicilian liquor.
Made from what?
Mandarins, of
And
course.
honestly, the reason that she likes it is because it matches her jacket.
Yeah, right. Okay, and this one is Mandarino as well.
They have a white
Yeah,
and they have a
there's-
cup. Let me tell you something. You can
Yeah.
get a liqueur of just about anything, from pistachio to
28%. pistachio. That's
Ooh.
right. Of course, the limoncello and all of that. You know, in Hungary, they even have an egg liqueur that's very creamy and
Could I
yummy.
tell you for my show what my show and tell is today?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. You've heard of
Wait a
straw-
sec. I'm trying to. Yep, it's a liqueur from the Isola, from Sicily. There you go. Go ahead.
So right
Wait,
now,
can I tell you the ingredients?
I can't get a word in edgewise.
Water, alcohol, sugar, infusion of tangerine peels, natural aromas. There you go.
Anyways, Monster.
What do you
You
have
know,
to
right
show and
now
tell?
the winter harvest has been going through. We have been enjoying ourselves with all the green vegetables. She gave me a green vegetable last night. I don't even know what it was. What the hell was it? Holy smokes! It was delicious.
Panerumi.
What's it called?
Panerumi.
Okay, and then after we ate it, which of course I gobbled it all up, she researched the health benefits of it. Did you say that it was like off the charts?
C, potassium, iron even. Cool, huh? All right, what do you have?
And wait a minute, I'm not done yet. Half this stuff, this green stuff, literally grows on the side of the road,
It's wild.
and people stop their car and pick the stuff up.
It's the funnest thing to see.
Now, one thing I'm going to give you.
Well, wait a second. Remember we took you guys inside a market. You saw so many varieties of greens that are available right now here in winter.
One thing you should not eat. I have a recommendation. Run if you see it.
What?
It's these stupid things. They look just like
Asparagus.
asparagus.
But they are asparagus. They call them asparagus, but they're thin and they're sour. Not sour. They're
You can cook them
amato.
for an hour and a half, and they taste like a branch
Bitter.
from a
They're
tree.
bitter.
And
Very bitter.
And for some reason, these Sicilian people, they love this stuff.
They do.
I cannot eat it. Now my show and tell. You know, I'm getting ready. Yes. In about another few weeks, we're going to have cherries. We're going to have mountain
Jealousy.
strawberries. We're going to have
Mulberries.
all mulberries that you could eat, and it just drips all over your face. Raspberries. But you know what they have right now? Just came out. Mountain winter strawberries. Now they're not as big,
As
but
the
I will show
spring
you
one.
Look at this little baby. Look at this little baby, right?
They're
You
so
get-
good.
And they come in these stupid little small things because it's the winter, I guess. I don't know why. And for $1 or $1.25, you get about 10 of them, right?
You know what else we got this week? That's
What?
new? Pineapple.
Ananas.
Ananas, very
And
good.
I was telling Esther that for the pineapple, you're supposed to put it upside down.
I never even heard of
She
that.
never even heard
and
of
what's
that.
this tea that you're going to make?
Oh, listen to this. This is Alfred's handy hints. I was watching a video online, and I'm going to make it, and I'll tell you about it. I'm going to make a pineapple tea. You take the skins. Listen to this. Take the skins after you cut the pineapple, and you put them on the stove. You boil them with water for 20 minutes. Right, the skins.
Try it.
Then you take the skins and stuff, and you strain it, and you make tea, and you drink that tea with honey. Okay. And it's supposed to be an excellent antioxidant. And I have another hint for
Well,
you
you know
too.
what? Wait, before you go on, you know what I've been doing is taking the orange peels from making his juices every day,
Yeah.
and I've been boiling that. And
You've been drinking that?
yeah, very
That's good.
That's healthy
One more.
too.
You know when you cook rice, okay? You take the water, and it's always cloudy and stuff like that. Well, I saw a guy that swears that if you take that water and you let it cool down, and you put it in like one of those things that goes like this,
It's good for.
you could use it for your hair. Now, it's supposed to let your hair grow. If you have a lot of hair like her, it makes it shiny. But anything that makes hair grow, I'm going to try. So this week,
That's funny.
okay, so if I come back in a couple weeks with a full head of hair.
We know why.
All right.
All right, I want to take this minute to thank all of our sponsors. Our executive sponsors have been so great in supporting our channel and keep us bringing you videos not only weekly, not only twice, but sometimes even 3 times weekly. So we so appreciate you guys helping us out. And also the community members, thank you community members, you guys for $1.99 a month help support us. So we really appreciate it. Trust me.
Since October, I don't want to brag, but I'm going to brag because, and this is all, by the way, Esther, okay, not Alfredo sauce, okay, it's Esther. Our viewership on YouTube has gone up 30%. We have now over 7,500 subscribers. Can you imagine that? And not that I want to kiss her butt a little bit because it's 2 days post Valentine's Day, but seriously, the amount of work that Esther puts into this project.
It's a pleasure.
No, it's just amazing, okay? Really, it just is amazing. And don't forget, by the way,
we still have
we have 10 hats left. That's it, and we're sold out.
Very
Red,
nice.
we have like 6, and black, we have like 4. Look how cool they are. Okay.
I have to tell you, it's been quite a few trying days here for us. We just lost a very dear friend, Carmen DiMarca. This kid, wow, was a ball of energy and love. That's all I can say about him. Energy, love, and generosity. And what a brilliant musician. Imagine this, he was born here in Sicily and then went to the United States, Lawrence, Massachusetts, with his family. And then he had a run-in with the law at the age of 55, and guess what? They deported him because he did not have his U.S. citizenship. But Alfred and I have been so fortunate to have him over the house several times, go out to dinner with him. Just a beautiful soul.
I knew Carmen for over 60 years. He was a kid from the neighborhood. Maybe he grew up 200 yards away from me. But I'm only going to tell one story about Carmen. And he was 6 years old. Can you believe that? 6 years old. And my brother Tommy had a rock and roll band in the United States called The Four of Us. And one night they were playing. And Carmen came up to them, the 6-year-old kid, and says, I want to sing a song. Mm-hmm. Now, Carmen was not a very tall man. Carmen was a very short man. And if you can imagine a 6-year-old kid, he was so short that he couldn't reach the microphone, it was way up high. So the band, my brother's band, put him on a wooden folding chair so he can get closer to the mic, and he ended up singing Hang On Sloopy by the McCoys. Remember Hang On Sloopy, right? So today at the wake, his band... The funeral, excuse me. His band was distraught. They were weeping like crazy. We were weeping like crazy.
Everyone.
Everybody.
This
was the first rock and roll funeral I've ever gone to. There were all these musicians and only 3 Americans there. Me, Esther, and his friend, Carmen's friend by the name of Mike. Everybody else, and there was about 70 or 80 people there, they were all young, 40s. So anyways, I told this story to these guys afterwards, the group One Life. I said, listen, you know how long I've known them for, right? I told them the story. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to cover that song. They're going to learn that song. I showed them on YouTube.
Yeah.
And that's going to be great.
Can I just tell you that it's not, there was One Life, but he had many other bands before that. And I got to tell you guys that people in the Lawrence who originated
Merrimack
from the
Valley.
Lawrence area,
Yeah.
the Merrimack Valley, I got a number of messages. A lot of people have been affected by Carmen's passing away. So let me just show you this video of them. The priest was so thoughtful. He told the band members, let's bring the casket out, and why don't you play some music, whatever you guys want. And here's what they did.
Laughter without the key, empty box, children, more or less how I feel. To were here for me, always true to me, but never let me go. I'll kiss the ground for you, walk 10,000 miles for you, but never let me go. Never, 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 never let me go.
Carmen loved his friends. He loved to play music. He loved his guitar. But most of all, he loved his family.
For the last 6 years of his life, there were good years here. Okay? He died in Sicily, a stranger in a strange land. And so many people loved him here that today I was overwhelmed watching what transpired. It was
Men and women
just an
sobbing.
amazing scenario what happened. And I have one message to the spirit of Carmen, okay? Carmen, you know how much I've loved you. We've known each other over 60 years. Rock on, brother.
Rock
'Cause
on.
that's what he always used to say. Rock on.
Rock on. And you know, people in the Merrimack Valley also very affected. So there we go.
Are you
I
crying?
thought-
Are you a little
I
tearing up?
thought I didn't.
She thought
It's
she
too
could make it
fresh.
through the whole program.
fresh.
She almost made. Yeah, it was
It's
just a
too fresh.
situation where, you know, it was overwhelming.
Live your life to the fullest, you guys. Live your
Yep.
life to the fullest every day, to the fullest, because you never know.
To the DiMarca family in Massachusetts, rock on.
Rock on.
God bless you.
On that note,
Sabanadiga.
thank you for watching, and we'll see you on another video of you, me, and Sicily. Ciao. Don't you have something to say?
I said it. Sabanadiga.
Somebody.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Ciao.